Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Rodan. And today, as you can see, I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon, where I'll be talking about the movies, TV shows, you name it. If it's related to Disney in any shape or form, then yes, of course I'll be talking about it. So I reckon here we are. Oh, definitely. Anyway, I just thought I was just doing a quick little video here. I know these types of videos can be pretty long, but still though. So I decided to go down to the Jehovah's Witness website again here because whatever they do and what they have done never makes any sense. So we're doing that again here. Just talking about some nonsensical stuff that's not even relevant to anything, not really. Anyway, I guess more specifically, it's something that the Walt Disney studio had made quite a while ago, and it's in regards of atoms and whatnot, which I find kind of confusing in some ways. Why is the Jehovah's Witnesses discussing something about science where they don't even believe in science? Because the whole thing with science contradicts the way of the Jehovah, of course. Anyway, you talk about breathing atoms by the billions. So okay, there's a misconception here because they don't seem to understand what atoms are, acting as if when you exhale and inhale, you're breathing a truck ton of atoms, and that's about it. They don't go into much detail, really. Are you talking about germs, like breathing dirty air? What do you see that the text you see here? That's hard to see. I did attempt to look more into it, but it doesn't go beyond what they say here. I mean, yes, there's this thing that there's like an episode of the TV series Disneyland, and that episode in reference that they were talking about in this is called Our Friend the Atom, which was this 1957 episode of the one series I just said, the one TV show that Disney had done a while back when he was alive, describing the benefits of nuclear power, hosted by this one individual. So, are you talking? Is the Jehovah's Witnesses referencing the nuclear power, like you breathe it in, like some kind of thing? That doesn't make any sense. Like, how close do you have to be in order for that to happen? I don't get it. So anyway, so yeah, there was a whole speech around the time where Atoms for Peace, which yes had something to do with politics, was at the time. I'm not going to go too much into that because I really don't want to talk about it too much because that's going to drag things a little bit, folks. But yeah, this has something to do with the war and all that. And that particular episode was broadcasted on January 23rd of 1957 and was repeated on April  24th of the same year. And then in 1956, the publishing company Golden Press published a child's book, The Walt Disney Story of a Friend Adam. And yeah, there was a book based around the same thing. So I'm wondering, is that what they were referring to? I don't get it. So, okay, just talking about that was the atoms. They gave it like a number of atoms that you be breathing in like right now, like a huge number, which just sounds like a complete exaggeration. So I don't get what they're trying to get out of here, really. When it comes to under some normal circumstances, a human being might inhale and exhale about 1 pint of every breath. When it comes to atoms, like what are you talking about here? I don't get it. As mentioned earlier, folks, this exaggerated number here, because apparently this is the number of atoms that was being breathed in a lifetime. I don't know, how do you measure that? I'm not an expert myself, but still. Or, or maybe some grand number like this. This individual is obviously just making things up. Like, how would you know that exactly? And yes, you are not allowed to study anything when it comes to the atoms, like any science stuff. And so I don't know how this individual is getting that number. Of course, like I was saying, it sounds made up. Like some grand, huge number when it comes to atoms being breathed in when you exhale and inhale it into your body. Like, how do you know this exactly? But anyway, yes, the Jehovah's Witnesses want you to remain ignorant, want you to remain really naive because They want you. Okay, for one, they don't want you to get any ideas because, like I was saying, they don't want you to study any kind of science. I mean, there's like multiple fields of science. There's like a lot. It's not just one. It's like a one. It's not like a one shoe fit all kind of. There's multiple fields of science, of course, and you'd be surprised on how many people don't know that. But that aside, they don't. The Jehovah's Witnesses Church don't want you to learn anything about science in any shape or form because it was in fact straight up contradict the Bible, and they know that. The elders, they know that, and the organization that runs the Jehovah's Witnesses in New York City, the whole shebang, they know the higher ups. They know they all fully aware of the fact that if you study, if you do this kind of a thing when it comes to anything science related, whatever that may be, it will straight up contradict the belief system. They don't want that. They want people to remain ignorant just so that they can stay within the church. They don't want anybody to be rebelling against the church in any shape or form. Even if they don't join any kind of protest, they just don't want them to speak against the church. And yes, studying science stuff will straight up contradict that, and they will get ideas. If the followers get ideas, the chances will increase. If one stands up, then that means they all will stand up. And yes, like the old saying goes, knowledge is power. All right, let me just wrap things up here, folks. I mean, I could go on with this really, so but bottom line here is that so what is this person getting at? The person who wrote this little thing here, so what is he getting at? I mean, I know they're trying to tie it into Disney some kind of way. I'm pretty sure this was done as a way to make Disney look bad, but what is the thing that they're trying to talk about? What? Breathing atoms by the billions. Like, what are you talking about? Okay, and what? Okay, I'm just confused here. Okay, and they would completely ignore this entire thing anyway, so I don't understand why it's being mentioned anyway to begin with. And they're not going to give any exact details of anything, of course. And like I said, the Jehovah's Witnesses don't even want their members to finish high school. I mean, if they finish high school and still be a part of the church, whatever, I guess. But they don't want them to get really well in education, like going to college or some kind of university or what have you. They don't want them to do that. They don't want to do that. I mean, for some specific rules, it might change from church to church because you have churches all over the place. You might have a church up in, let's say, maybe in Brentwood, or maybe you have a church back in Pennsylvania. Maybe have a church in let's say New York City or what have you. Maybe certain churches might have specific rules that may differ from each other. Maybe because that kind of thing does happen, especially when it comes to having a truck ton of people. Of course, specific rules, specific details may alter. I guess I reckon. Whatever. Anyway, that would be it, folks. I just want to do this real quick here, just to talk about the Jehovah's Witnesses on Disney because they talked about Disney before in some kind of fashion, obviously. Anyway, that'll be it. This is a stupid. It's so dumb. I don't know what the entire point of this, but okay, whatever. Until next time, see ya later.